Hey there, this is Nicholas. So, if you saw my post about how I keep a dream journal, I'm in this practice right now of waking up at night and doing some breath work and doing some meditation, and then I go back to bed and I will have vivid dreams, and then I'll write them all down. So, I might have up to like 9 dreams in a night. Last night I had a weird one because I was looking at my dream journal this morning when I was more coherent, and I was like, okay, let me see. Oh, yeah, I remember that one. My first boss is in the dream, and he's trying to tell me something, and I'm not quite making it out, so I keep repeating it back to him. He's like, no, no. And I get to say, like, Batayana Bana Yoga? And he's like, yeah. And like, that last part, like, Bana, like, banana, like a banana? That's how I remember that when I wake up from the dreams. Like, yeah. So I wrote it down, Batayana Bana Yoga. And I looked up and I tried to find Batayana Yoga because I thought, well, maybe because in the dream he also said, who is your master? So I was like, okay, I don't know. And I said, I don't have one. And then I mentioned this person that I thought might be, but I was like, ah. So anyhow, I looked up Batayana, and what I found was Vatayana, like V instead of the B I was thinking of, which if you know like some of the language from that part of the world, B and V might kind of go back and forth, Vatavana. So it was like Vatayana Yoga was a thing, and it meant the flying horse. And it's this pose, and I'll get to the next part of that. I couldn't do it. It was too hard. But the flying horse pose, it's something like, you kind of have your leg cocked up way up here, and then your other leg is on the ground. So in the end, you have like one knee down like this and one leg up. But then this foot that I have tucked under here is way up here on my thigh, which I couldn't do. I tried it this morning. I was on my yoga mat this morning. I couldn't do it. So anyhow, the other one though, I mentioned that, so there was the Vatayana. I was like, what about that other word, that Bana? And so I looked that up, and I said Bana, like banana. So I looked up Bana Yoga, didn't really find anything there, but Banana Yoga, there was a thing called Banana Yoga. And it's a pose where you can imagine if you're on the mat here lying down. I'll go ahead and lie down on it for a second. If you're lying down on the mat like this, and then you have this part of your body going one way, and then your legs going out on the side as well. So you put your arms over your head, and you look like a banana. And maybe even put your feet over there to really increase it. So it really stretches out your side, and your other side is not stretched out. And then you do it the other way. So the banana yoga and the flying horse yoga, aka Vatayana yoga, were 2 things I tried this morning. And so the thing I'm getting at here is I had a dream where someone brought up words that I didn't really know, and then I looked them up in the waking world, found out that there's maybe some correlation with reality, there's this type of yoga, and then I tried it out. And he was also asking me who my master was. So the other thought that went through my mind was, do I need to get like a master to help me figure out how to do this pose? But really on a light level, I just thought maybe these are poses that I'm getting a guide. My first boss was really influential. All my bosses have been, but he was like my first boss, so I think of him as kind of like my Yoda. So I think that's why the dream put him as the person asking about it. And so he brought up those 2 possible yogas to do, and I thought, well, who knows? Maybe my guides are helping me to, they're saying, hey, focus on these. They're going to help your body out. I looked at some of the benefits of those types, strengthening this and that. The one for banana yoga was good at strengthening. They mentioned, if you're at the computer a lot and you have tension up here from doing the computer, which is something that initial chiropractic test said, and I've heard that even 10 years ago, because of being on the mouse, I had a lot of tightness in that area. So the muscles get real tense there, and they kind of pull the spine in that direction. So anyhow, I'm excited that maybe in this ascension process that my dreams, as I'm keying into them and they're vivid dreams, they will have information that is super relevant, like, hey, go to this place and meet this person, or look into this topic. And that could be an exciting way to get some information from my higher self, my smarter self, to help me navigate here in this realm. Have a great day.